Hi there, Bill Hitchcock. It is Thursday, May 8th, and we got a fishing report to get out to you. It is power-packed. I do want to say one thing at the very, very beginning as we go up and down the coast of North Carolina with this fishing report. This is really just a sampling. This isn't in totality of everything. So there might be a lot of fishes being caught here, but we're not hearing about it, but we're reporting about fishes caught over there. So this is just a sampling. Things are going very, very good. Let's get on to it. I want to start off with pictures and video that people sent in to us. I got this email from Dylan Mills. He says, "Hey, can I be on your next fishing report with my Spanish mackerel?" Well, sure. So here's Dylan with his Spanish mackerel. Got another one. Didn't identify themselves, but I see that they're from a 336 area code. It says, "Caught by the fishing chums at Atlantic Beach, 4/29/25 with Captain Stacy." Well, congratulations to you folks. And now this one is from Slack Tide Fishing, Rick Markward. He's got a wonderful YouTube channel, which I hope you go visit. It's called Slack Tides Fishing. He sent us a little snippet of, I believe it's some bonita fishing. Yeah, it is, that he just did with someone else the other day. Let's take a look at that snippet.
Come on. There it is.
Now, the who, what, where, when, why, and how from Slack Tides Fishing from Rich Markward. He says, "I was fun fishing with Captain Joey Vickers of Salty Affairs. Sport fishing. We trolled for bonita using Shimano TLD 15 and 25s. We used number 1 and number 2 planers using mackerel trees, Clark spoons, and precious metals. We also used Yozuri deep divers with a trolling weight. Early morning troll was good, but as the sun gets up, live pogies is the key to catching them." The longer video comes out today, so go over to YouTube. Well, you're on YouTube because you're watching this. Old man. Slack Tides Fishing. Go on and take a look at the full version of that. Now let's head on up to Jeanette's Pier. Look at this. This was yesterday. Just being mean. That's all I'm doing. I'm just being mean. I just wanted you to see how calm it was, how pretty it was yesterday along the coast of North Carolina. Unfortunately, it's not going to be like that this weekend, but we'll talk about that in a minute. Jeanette's Pier says Spanish mackerel, bluefish, and croaker. Water temperature still at 65 degrees. Remember, like 4 or 5 days ago, it's 58 degrees. It jumped up 7 degrees. And we talked about this in the last show, showing you the water temperatures. Here we are in May, in the beginning of April. That happens along Bug Banks. Within one, I've been talking about that for years, that within 1 week along Bug Banks, you'll see the water temperatures, beach water temperatures jump up 4, 5, 6, 7 degrees. Now, Avon Pier, big bluefish. Rodanthe Pier, the Spanish mackerel have arrived. That shows you the warmer waters have moved on in. And let's see, am I skipping somebody? Nope. Now, Doghouse Sport Fishing out of Wanchese, Captain Britton Shackelford. Take a look at this little video that he shot.
Couple days. This was a very good day. Some of those guys wish they had stayed at home. And then there's Jax over there checking it all out with Dave.
Tunas. By the way, if Doghouse Sport Fishing or Captain Britton Shackelford, name sounds familiar, he's one of the stars on the television show Wicked Tuna. He is Britton's a wonderful guy, fantastic fisherman. And also he goes duck hunting and other things like that. Get up with him if you're ever going to go up to the Wanchese area. Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. Moana Sport Fishing weighed in a beautiful 454-pound blue marlin. Yellowfin tuna and mahi were also brought to the docks this afternoon. Nearshore and inshore boats, bluefish, imagine that, Spanish mackerel, and cobia. Teach's Lair, lots of bluefish, imagine that, with sheep's head and drum, a few gray trout in the mix, that's good to hear, and a couple of cobia. Offshore boats, blackfin tuna, dolphin grouper, and tilefish. Let's go on down into Hatteras Island at Red Drum Bait and Tackle. Randy and Davin put the hammer down on some nice cobia. 68 pounds, 25-inch girth, a doozy, as they say. Still catching big bluefish from the boats and the beach. Several yearling drum caught around Ramp 44. Sheepshead being caught from the boats down in Hatteras. Real good fishing. Trade winds. That's in Ocracoke Island. Trade winds, bait and tackle. Another great place to stop off at. Scotty Snyder from Pennsylvania caught a gorgeous 42-inch and 36-inch red drum off of Ocracoke South Point. Remember last show I said when in doubt, go South Point, ramp 72. Just keep on going till you hit the inlet. Cut Mullet and Ted Warlick landed a monster bluefish off of Ocracoke's ramp 70. Now let's move on down into the Cape Lookout, Morehead City, Crystal Coast area. Chopper bluefish on top waters. All the bonita you want to catch. The Spanish are on along the beach, and red drum in the backwaters. That in a partridge in a pear tree. They go on to say, again, this is Chasing Tails out of Atlantic Beach. Couple of nice wahoo for Witt and Levi. Also, the crew hammered the red drum today. Shop captains Hunter Bolton and William Gillikin enjoyed having y'all on board. I really, well, look at me. I went and did that again, didn't I? Let's see if I can pull this on up. There we go. Never pay attention. Let's see. Captain Stacy, take a look at this video. Did you notice a few AJs in there? Somebody was proud there at the end. Captain Stacy out of Atlantic Beach. Bill Collector, look at this. Dolphin, and they've got a sailfish and a blue marlin release. Congratulations to those folks. Working on down towards the south, Bad Fish Fishing Charters out of Sneads Ferry. Wahoo Grouper Mahi, just a pretty good mixed bag. Ryan's Inshore Adventures out of Sneads Ferry. I don't know too much about this fella, but he seems to be having fun. He said, nice. He did this on his own time. He did like I think it was like an eco tour earlier. And when that was done, he took on off and did some fishing himself. Nice Eye Spanish on the line as soon as we broke the inlet. Secured a few of those and then headed to the marsh for some redfish. Johnny Mercer's Pier, king mackerel, big bluefish, and Spanish mackerel. That's indicative of the area. And that area has been the place for the Spanish mackerel and the big king mackerel. I'm not really hearing of other places, and I'm sure there are. And if you know of some other places where big kings are being caught, please get up with me. Still looking for folks in the southern region, anywhere from Oak Island on up to Topsail Wrightsville Beach, that we can get some good fishing report information out of. So email me at billhitchcock@mail.com, billhitchcock@mail.com. And also these, you just saw two pictures in the video that just sent in from folks. Love seeing them. Any information you can give us about your catch, what type of lure, what the conditions were like. I don't need to know your secret fishing spot. General area would be a great idea, but email those on into me. We're coming on into the weekend. By the way, as it stands right now on Thursday, the weekend looks kind of interesting. Friday, that's like a 70 to 80% chance of rain up and down the coast of North Carolina. The winds out of the south. They'll be shifting to the west, out of the north and northeast. That means a cold front's coming on through, and sure enough, high temperatures will be around 70 degrees up and down the coast of North Carolina, and chances of rain, depending on where you are, will be between 30 and 50%. Fish don't mind getting wet, so you shouldn't mind getting wet. Just stay out of the thunderbolts and lightning and all that kind of stuff. That's very, very exciting. That's it for now. I'm Bill Hitchcock. Until next time, see ya.
Post your questions, comments, and concerns here on YouTube, or email them directly to Bill Hitchcock at this address.